Church for a year to avoid deportation was sent back to Mexico. Immigration took her into custody in Los Angeles. Tonight, Elvira Arellano is in Tijuana and talking. Here's CBS 2's Dorothy Tucker.
From a friend's home in Tijuana for the first time since she was deported, Elvira Arellano talked about the moment she lost her fight to remain in the U.S. with her American-born son. And for now, she says, she will leave him behind.
It was very difficult for me to think about Felito's situation. I already knew they were going to deport me, but I knew what could happen. The process was so fast. They urgently needed to deport me.
Federal agents have considered Arellano a fugitive since 1997, when she first came to the country illegally, was deported, then returned, and was eventually discovered working as a janitor at O'Hare Airport using a borrowed Social Security card. She was supposed to turn herself in a year ago, but instead she took refuge in a West Side church. So why didn't the government arrest her long ago at a church?
We had reason to believe that there was going to be a lot of people in the church there to protect her or do whatever. So it was decision was made not to go in there because of safety.
Supporters of Arellano took to the streets following her deportation. And at WNTD radio, DJs stopped the music to take more than 800 calls from listeners.
Immigration has been a sort of on the downside after the proposed reform died in the Senate a couple months ago. I think this is going to revive it.
The hope is that hundreds of thousands of supporters will go to Washington on September 12th to attend a rally to push for immigration reform. Arellano had hoped to be there, but organizers say others will now speak on her behalf.
Reached the U.S. illegally to be with her son. 8-year-old Saul is a U.S. citizen. Two of them sought refuge in a Humboldt Park church a little more than a year ago to avoid her deportation. Since then, she's become a local face, the local symbol for immigration reform. Very recently, she took her message on the road, knowing full well she could be arrested per a 1997 order, and she was outside a church in Los Angeles. Her pastor told me Saul was there and that she kept her composure and was able to speak with him before she left. The Reverend Walter Coleman also spoke with her since she ended up in Tijuana and says her spirits are good. People at the rally echoed those sentiments.
Her voice will not be silenced. She will, from Mexico, from that border, give and continue to fight for the just cause of the Latino.
Comprehensive immigration reform, that there's no amnesty. I mean, we're still saying we want to pay the fine, we want to learn English, we want to learn the Constitution, but there just needs to be a path towards citizenship.
This morning I also spoke to a woman from the Minutemen Civil Defense Corps who enforces immigration laws. She told me, quote, "I'm glad our government stepped up to enforce the laws and deport someone here illegally. She should take the necessary steps to become a U.S. citizen. In the meantime, she can choose not to be separated from her child." This story is far from over. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is slated to have a news conference at noon today on the deportation of Elvira Arellano. Already, they said, it went without incident. We're live in Printers Row. Kristen Hartman, CBS 2 News.
Are threatened with or being separated as we speak by our broken immigration system.
Take your child with you. We'll send you some money, do it the right way, and come back in. Just keep our laws. Have some respect.
So as you just heard there, and clearly not everyone supports Arellano, but those who do say they're taking her fight and her story to legislators who have the ability to spark immigration reform.